This is Mike Palmer with Mike Palmer Homes. I wanted to make another video of a house we just finished framing up here. Just wanted to show you some of the key components and some of the things we do and the thinking behind them. Sometimes I feel like these videos get a little redundant because I keep making the same points, but people seem to really like them, so I'm going to keep making them as long as people keep watching them. Anyway, our front porch, this is going to have a lot of stone accent on the front porch, so we have a cinder block front porch. We're going to have to bring some fill in here and raise this after the stairs because this is a courtyard entry and we don't want the steps sticking out too far and getting in the way of cars when they want to turn into this courtyard entry garage. Now when we prep our foundations, we like filling the porch full of gravel. You see it's mounted over, but we're going to be putting a row lock on here, and it's going to be up higher. And we're going to put stone across the front and pour concrete on there. But we like getting the gravel in there early. Number one, it makes a safer environment for the workers so they're not falling in a hole where the porch is. It also gives that gravel a chance to vibrate and do as much settling as it's going to do. So you have a better base for your concrete when you pour it. Same with the garage. I don't like pouring the slab too early because it takes abuse during work. You know, people drop things on it, work on it, mud, etc. So we try to pour that later on. This one, we're putting an access door in the back because they have dogs and they're going to want to let dogs out there. And plus, if you want to put your garbage can or something, it's nice to have an access door that you can walk through so you don't have to be running your garage door up and down all the time. Of course, in our garages, we sheetrock them and we put sheetrock and baseboard down and paint it to make it look attractive. Now, up in the roof, this is a ranch home. But up in the ceiling, we're going to put some pull-down stairs, and we built a platform for them, and we have railing up there so that we try to equip our houses with plenty of storage space because people like it. And it's a lot easier to do it now and a lot cheaper than trying to do it afterwards. Anyway, this is our laundry room. Whenever possible, we try to put a box in there to recess the dryer. This is what the back of the dishwasher the washing machine looks like. You've got your hot and cold access. Anyway, this is a 2x6 wall. It's a little wider so that we just have more room for the components and pipes and drains and vent stacks. See, this is the back bedroom, but you notice we foam behind all the boxes, these electrical boxes. This is energy efficiency. You can never get the insulation tucked back there the way you want. Now, another step we haven't done yet, but we're going to do is we sprinkle a powder called diatomaceous earth. It's a natural bug killer. It's non-toxic. It's used in food service. It's just diatoms, ancient one-celled animals that they mine out of lakes. But when bugs crawl in there and they groom themselves, it scratches their exoskeleton and they dehydrate and die. And we'd rather have them die that way than having to spray poisons around the house, where you have pets and kids. This here is going to be cold air return. We're going to have to frame that in. It's going to be sheetrock, but that's for your HVAC system, so we always try to tuck that in an inconspicuous closet back in bedroom 2 or 3. What else? This is just your hall bath. We put in the tub here. The water's in there for your water test to make sure there's no leaks. It's going to be your shower head up there. And your hot and cold and drain for your vanity. Now we come in here, and this is going to be the kitchen. So we're going to have the sink in the island, so that's where they're stubbed up. Your kitchen island's going to actually go over that. And as your kitchen, your pantry is going to be back here. You have a nice big pantry with its own door so that, there's no amount of cabinets can make up for a nice pantry this size. Anyway, here's going to be our window seat. If you watch any of my videos, we like window seats. Now, there was a issue that has to be fixed. That's why I spray painted. We have to make that hinged, cut out so it can be hinged so there's storage underneath. But we've got electrical outlet there. We used to put it up in the window seat, but behind the cushions it wasn't as convenient. This way, if somebody's sitting on there, they want to plug in a phone or an iPad or whatever, it's nice to have that box down there. And we put it right in the baseboard, so it's much easier to get to and it doesn't conflict with the trim. We also have this header come down. I like it like that, so it's not a flat ceiling, so that when you're in the window seat, it almost feels like you're in a different space. And of course, it will have a recessed can light, and we'll put crown molding in here as well, so that it's you feel almost like you're in another room. This is going to be the back door out to the screen porch. Now we're going to build the deck out here because it's so high. When it's closer to the ground, a lot of times we'll pour it out of concrete. But this is so big that we need to build a deck here. Now it's so high off the ground. And here we're going to put a knotty pine tongue and groove wood ceiling. We like that so much better than the vinyl ceilings. We just think it's the customers have really responded well to it. They really seem to enjoy it. Now, when you're in the kitchen, you're looking in the great room here. This customer wanted a wood-burning fireplace. Wood-burning fireplace, and this is a big one, but it's going to be really grand and a really great focal point for the room. Now, that pipe you see there is just going to be where it's vented out the roof. It's going to be like the chimney. We're going to put a hearth here. We're going to put flagstone on the hearth and a stone surround on the whole thing. And this will be a focal point. Now, what we've been doing lately, which I really like, is this is our technology conduit. So, this is behind the wall and behind the stone. It comes out here. Comes out up top. Now, people are using HDMI cables now, but before it was coax, was more prominent. Who knows? Will we be running fiber optic or some different kind of cable in a few years? This gives you the flexibility to run whatever you want, you know, regardless of what new technology comes out in 5 years or so. Well, we have a vaulted ceiling here, and we're building another house down the road where the ceiling's going. The vault is running all the way through the kitchen. Makes for a tall kitchen. That'll be out in another video. But we like to put can lights in the ceiling or recessed lighting. Those will be kind of like eyeball lights up here. So that'll brighten up this room. And up top, you're going to have a ceiling fan up here. So then that'll have a down rod, and you'll have a ceiling fan with a light kit in the middle of this room. Anyway, our foyer is over here. And this foyer, you notice the electrical boxes are down on the ground. That's because we do a chair rail and shadow box decorative trim here, and we don't want the electrical outlet to conflict with the trim. It can make for an unsightly cut in the trim, or when we put our shadow box, our rectangles, they'll be inconsistent in shape, and we want uniform heights and uniform sizes on them. This is just another closet here. So that's where we take opportunity to put our cold air return. Now you can use this once this is all sheetrocked in. That can be just like a little shelf. But your HVAC system, your heating and air, has to have a cold air system, and that's where the filter will be, so it can suck air out here and circulate it and blow it into the rest of the house. This here, this box here, it's called your water shutoff. There's a whole house shutoff for your water system inside the house, just in case you have an emergency, or if you go away for a while, you just turn this little lever here, and you just turn it that way. Once that drains out of there, your whole house is shut off. So if anything were to burst, the pipe were burst in your house, you know, you safely shut off so it won't flood the whole thing. Your master suite here. Now we have this is called a tray ceiling. It's going to be one box or a coffered ceiling, or whatever you want to call it. There's different names for it. But we're going to put crown mold up here, crown mold up here. What seems to be in fashion now is not too much busyness, is more the clean, kind of simple lines, kind of that craftsman look. So we're just going to have one level. The ceiling's going to be elevated just one level up. And of course we have a window seat here as well, off the master bedroom. Now this does not have a foundation under it because it was an afterthought, but we were able to cantilever it. I mean, it hangs over the foundation wall, which, you know, is fine. It's just a way we've devised to add these after the fact if it wasn't in the original plan. And once again, we'll have crown mold and a recessed light up there. This house here has his and hers closets. You got one left and one right. It is the Quinn plan. So that makes for less confusion, because she can, you know, couples can stay away from each other. Now, we're going to be building this house down by Lake Norman, where we do a little different configuration. Here we have we've got a sink here, his and her sinks. All right, but over here we have we got a shower, so we're going to have glass here, glass door, and that's going to be tiled inside, but we're going to have glass so that you can see that decorative tile. And on this one we put a transom window. I mean, that's a window, it's high enough where nobody can see in, but it just helps bring more natural light into the shower, which is nice, and it's up high so that the water won't spray on it. We'll put a nice decorative tile surround around there and be real pretty. And here's where we put a freestanding tub. And we'll have windows there. We either do an obscured glass or a mini blind there. And this is the commode room. Obviously there's a door there, so that there's privacy in the commode. Some things should never be shared, so we put that in a separate room. That's the thinking there. Foyer opens up into the great room here. I have a header here, so it separates the space. This is kind of like a hallway, and you've got a bedroom here. Now, sometimes with bedrooms like this, here, since it's the third bedroom, if there's no kids and nobody needs to use, sometimes we can put a door here, a double door, like a glass door, so it can double as a dining room, office, etc. You can close the door or just close the wall back in, make it back into a bedroom for resale. But it gives you more flexibility with that space and more you can do with the house. Now you notice on this wall we have a lot of windows, 3 doubles, which makes, we want that open feel so that you can see the woods and experience the pretty woods back there, because you'll get a lot of natural light here in your dining area, but when you put these screen porches it tends to darken it because you have a roof over there. So with all these windows here and over here, we're going to have a ton of natural light in here. Anyway, this is the second time we're building this plan. We built it, as you've seen the videos, it's a red house, and it's really popular. We've sold it like 4 times off the first one. This plan seems to really resonate with people. So if you have any questions, please contact us at the numbers below. And that, we appreciate you visiting our site and watching our videos. And like I said, if you have any more information, you can go to our website. If you'd like more information, at MikePalmerHomes.com. Thank you for watching.